Guys, I don't know if Hot Toys is joking anymore. It's April Fool's Day, but they're keeping this bit going on a little bit too long. They announced Wolverinepool and they even got Sideshow involved on it now. I don't know what's going on, but this is a figure that I guess we have a bunch of product photos to look at today. So yeah, let's just get right into it, because looking at this figure, I guess they said it's based on concept art from Deadpool and Wolverine. It was never actually in the movie, of course. I mean, I don't remember seeing this on screen, but can't even lie, it looks kind of cool. Might be a little bit tempted if it's real. And like I said, they got Sideshow involved, so it might actually be real, because it says Friday, April 3rd at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be going live. They're making 2,000 units worldwide, and I guess we're getting Wolverinepool. So if you're interested in Wolverinepool, make sure to pay attention to Sideshow on that day. Unless it's like a very, very elaborate April Fool's joke. They got Sideshow involved. They got everyone involved. But to be honest with you, when I first saw that clip, I'm sure some of us out there saw that clip. They had their Wolverine figure. They had their Deadpool figure. They mashed them together, and out came this. That was an April Fool's Day joke, they said, you know, like Deadpool, April Fools, hilarious. So basically that's kind of what Hot Toys was doing, kind of making an April Fool's joke, but now I guess it's completely real, because they put out a bunch of product photos and we're looking at them today. And like I said, I can't even lie, this is kind of cool. You guys know I'm a sucker for Wolverine figures, and seeing Deadpool and Wolverine like mixed together like this, man, I'm curious what the price tag is going to be, because I think Deadpool, he's usually over 300 bucks, like same for the Wolverine. So it'd be awesome if this was under 300 bucks, but let's be real. Our assumption, or at least my assumption, is that this is probably going to be around like hopefully 310, but maybe a little bit more. To be honest, if it's too high, kind of like Gale Urso, I think his name was, from Star Wars Rogue One. That one was super pricey, like 385 for that figure. So I skipped on it. So if this one's reasonable, maybe, but if it's a bit too pricey, I'll probably just pass on it. But now, yeah, like I said, I can't even lie, I'm kind of tempted. The head sculpt type thing, the whole mask was like the Wolverine wings, and then the actual like Deadpool look to it. It looks really, really cool. I really like it. The whole outfit has like they nailed it. Honestly, the Wolverine and Deadpool mix, like Wolverine or the Deadpool colors, all the red, the black, it's amazing looking. And then of course the Wolverine mix in there with like the shoulder pads, the wings for the mask, of course the claws, and it's interesting. They actually gave us like effects for the claws, like swinging effects. Not gonna lie, not really the biggest fan of them. They look okay, but I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments, because I don't really like how the wings look. But then of course it has like the Deadpool style belt, his guns, like the shin armor, everything like that looks like just Deadpool style. And also, hello, it's me coming in from editing the video. For some reason, when I was just yapping about the suit, and I didn't even talk about like going in there and comparing it to Wolverine's suit or Deadpool suit with actual images. I was just, yeah, let's just yap about them. But let's just kind of look at it real quick. So you see, like I was saying, the shoulder pads right here, which look a lot like the Wolverines. It's kind of like a cool mix in there. And then Wolverine, like the side, it has those kind of like the kind of like wing type look in there. It looks pretty cool. But he also gets a belt. But of course, Deadpool's belt is different, and it looks identical to the one that's actually on the Deadpool figure. And like the color scheme, of course, the red and then the black for Deadpool gets mixed in on here. Like there's like a little bit of texture that's a little bit different on the black, which doesn't seem to be too much on the Deadpool one. I mean, yeah, actually it's there on those parts, but not really on his like shoulder pads or anything like that. So actually, you know, I'll take that one back. It's kind of like the same type of black textured portion and red portions. But then looking at Wolverine again, his claws, yeah, he didn't get these like weird looking effects. I think before I call them like wing effects, but no, they're not wings. I don't know why I said wings. They're kind of like the slashy effect type things. I'm not really the biggest fan of them still, but I do really like how the claws look. Yeah, just comparing the two, man, I think this is like the perfect combination of both of them. And I might be repeating myself a little bit. I mean, I'll go back to editing me, but I just want to pull some images so you can see like Wolverine, Deadpool, mash them all together, and there you go. I mean, it's a pretty cool looking figure. When I was like thinking about it while editing, I was like, yeah, I think I might need this one. But take it away, me from the past. They kind of nailed the mix of it, to be honest. I really like it. The claws just look really cool. I'm assuming the katana is going to be magnetic again, but yeah, it's a very, very tempting figure for me, just because I like the movie. It wasn't in the movie, but I'm a sucker for Wolverine figures, so yeah, I'm kind of tempted by this. The claws, So they did two sort of different style claws. From what I noticed, like the yellow and blue suit, that one was not as shiny as like the brown suit Wolverine. The brown suit Wolverine had like super shiny chrome claws, and then the yellow suit, they were a little more muted. They were still super shiny, but not as shiny. So I'm curious which these are gonna be. Like when I was looking at them up close, I guess which image shows the claws better. I guess this one sort of. They look kind of more like the brown suit, the super shiny chrome ones. But until it's in hand, which might be in my hand, because yeah, like I said, I actually do kind of like this. We'll have to see which is like shinier. But you get the highly detailed accessories and costume design. It looks cool, like I was saying. Like the suit, it's probably gonna crease because it's that kind of Deadpool rubbery-ish style. It looks like the black has like a different texture type look to it, which is pretty cool. The belt, it basically looks identical to the belt you give the Deadpool figure. Like I can just look at them. And yeah, it looks like the same exact belt that's on the Deadpool figure. The holsters look pretty much the same or very similar as well, but everything else looks pretty much brand new. Like, especially the mask. I do really like this too, that they're giving you different expressions, and the way it looks like they work is you kind of see the cut there, the line all around them. It looks like each wing might be an interchangeable piece, because the only other way I could see them doing this is maybe this line right here is a cut, but I think you just take the whole eyepiece out, put in a whole different wing, which honestly, I kind of like that, because every time I get in the wings, mine are always bent on my Wolverine figures, and I always got to like try to bend them back, like straighten them out a little bit. And if it's a whole piece, you know, just pick out the ones that aren't bent. But I kind of like, you get the surprise expression, you get kind of the angrier-ish expression, you get kind of the happier expression, and it's awesome how just changing the eyes like this give the figure a whole different look. Like, even though the mouth, nothing else about the mask changes, it's cool to see how just the eyes give it just so much life to the figure. And then here you can see the different effects: attachable claws and slashing effect claws. And I guess this is a good image showing the kind of chrome claws. Man, it's really hard to tell. I don't know if they're, like I was saying, the shinier ones like the brown suit Wolverine, or if they're just like the more yellow and blue suit Wolverine ones. They look like they might be just the yellow and blue suit Wolverine ones. Of course, they also probably changed up the hand attached piece, because it probably just pops off from the top. But these effect pieces, I'm not the biggest fan of. Like, they're kind of cool. I'll probably try them in some poses, see if I end up liking them a lot. But yeah, not really feeling them right there. But yeah, here's the overall shot now. So we get those interchangeable eyepieces, attachable claws, a claw effect. The base is the basic hexagonal shape. And then, of course, you get the katanas that are basically reused as well. Then you get the different hands. So, okay. So it looks like they're slashing pieces. So the slashing pieces don't slide on the claws, which is actually kind of nice. It's whole individual pieces that have the slash effects already on them. So I actually do kind of like that. The suit itself, like I said, looks awesome. The Desert Eagles look like reused. The back is reused. So some reused, but then again, the whole suit, most of it looks like it's just brand new. And I'm really liking it. They got Sideshow involved. This is a big elaborate April Fool's joke, but if it's not Friday, I might be a little tempted. I'm gonna definitely be looking to see what the price is. If it's like way too much, if it approaches $400, I'm gonna be like, ooh, yeah, no, I'd rather get something else. But this one, I'm just a sucker for Wolverine figures, man. And seeing Deadpool like mixed with Wolverine, especially because it's limited to 2,000 units worldwide, so I'm getting hit with a little bit of that FOMO. It's one I am kind of interested in. So definitely let me know what you think, because you might be seeing it on the channel. But yeah, I guess help me out. If you think it looks like trash and I'm just being blinded by the fact that it's a mix of Wolverine, definitely let me know. But yeah, let's just talk about it.